sleep regressions will come and go during the first few years of your little one's life, but it can be hard to know when one of those pesky sleep regressions is around for your little one. Today I am answering your sleep question. My 8-month-old has been waking at 3 a.m. for the past week. Is this a sleep regression? And in this video, I'm going to give you some ideas about what could be causing that 3 a.m. wake and how to know if it is the 8-month sleep regression. So stay tuned. My name is Nikki and I'm a pediatric sleep expert here at Little Ones. I'm a mother to 3 beautiful children, and through my own parenting journey, I realized there was a bit of a gap out there for parents around being able to access reliable, trusted, scientifically backed advice about sleep. And so Amanda and I decided to do something about it. We created Little Ones, which is a company devoted to helping you and your little one get the sleep that you need. We have a range of comprehensive online sleep programs available through our mobile app to talk you through everything from settling to naps to night sleep to sleep regressions to self-settling, nap transitions, starting solids, you name it, right from birth. We would love to help you and your family achieve better sleep. So please check out our website www.littlenones.co. Okay, so let's talk about your 8-month-old and this 3 a.m. waking. First, I'm going to say that there definitely is a sleep regression that happens between around 8 to 10 months old. This regression isn't necessarily caused by a change in your child's sleep, but their sleep is affected. And that's why it's often referred to as a sleep regression. Their sleep is regressing as a result of a bunch of neurological and physiological changes that are happening at this age. So around 8 months, your little one is experiencing a big leap in their development. They may be crawling, they might be pulling to stand, they will be sitting. Their language and comprehension is coming on in big bursts. There are a lot of these big developmental milestones that they're reaching, and unfortunately, this does have an impact on their sleep. So you can tell if your little one is going through this sleep regression because they might start doing one or some of the following things. Refusing to settle to sleep for their naps. Sleeping for a shorter period for their naps than they normally would, or waking earlier in the morning, resisting bedtime in the evening, waking more overnight, and or staying awake during the night when they do wake. All of these things, a few of these things, definitely signal that your little one is experiencing the 8 to 10 month regression. Never fear. This regression will not last. It's just a blip in your little one's sleep as they are consolidating all this new development. So unless any new sleep associations or sleep habits creep in during this time, the regression will be short-lived. So if your little one for the past week has been waking up at 3 a.m., it could be linked to this regression. It would depend on whether they were experiencing any of these other signs of the regression that I've just mentioned. I'll just quickly go through a couple other things that could be causing a 3 a.m. wake at this age, regression aside. So by 8 months, you would definitely wanted to have dropped from 3 naps a day down to 2 naps a day for your little one. So if your little one is still having 3 naps a day, then that definitely could be the reason that they've started waking at 3 a.m. And I would suggest that their last nap of the day is also happening too late. So around this age, you want to be having them awake from their last nap before 3 p.m. in the afternoon in order to settle easily at bedtime and have a more consolidated sleep overnight. So if they're still having 3 naps a day and that last nap is happening after 3 p.m. in the afternoon, then I would say that is definitely the reason for that 3 a.m. wake. The other factor that can start to affect a child's nighttime sleep at this age is an increased hunger. And this would be if they are not fully established on solid food yet. So definitely you're still expecting milk feeds during the day at this age, but your little one should be supplemented with solid food as well. So if at 8 months your little one is not having 3 solid meals a day, so breakfast, lunch and dinner, then I would look at how and where you can increase their solids intake, which should naturally decrease their milk intake, and that can help with waking from genuine hunger overnight. So what you'd want to have is your little one having a nice protein lunch. So make sure there's a lot of protein in their lunch meal, and then you can also have some nice carbohydrates in their dinner time meal as well. So they're getting nice and full throughout the day to stave off any genuine hunger that is occurring overnight. Those are the two things I would be looking at for night waking, aside from the regression at this age, their nap structure, and also the amount of solid food that they're having during the day. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do for this regression. You are just going to have to ride it out for a little while, but just be careful not to introduce any new sleep habits at this age, because they will catch on to those sleep habits like that, and because they're a bit older, they can be quite difficult to get rid of. So stick with the status quo, keep your routine flowing nicely, keep everything the same unless you need to drop a nap, and fingers crossed that the regression will be over before you know it. If you need any more help with any of the areas that I've talked about today, make sure you check out our website and see how we can help you further. It was great talking to you today, and I'll talk to you again soon.